Hello everyone, I would like to show you how you can find someone to buy Bitcoin from or sell Bitcoin to. Many of you have hopefully read the Bitcoin white paper, which said that Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer electronic cash. But what we actually do is we don't buy it peer-to-peer. We go to an institution which reports the transaction, collects our personal data. We interact using the banking system, which does the same thing. So even though there is usually a counterparty to every trade, it's still peer to banking institution, to a Bitcoin exchange institution, then to another banking institution, and to another peer. So this is not how Bitcoin is supposed to work. I have written about the differences between different types of Bitcoin, which I call bank coin, KYC coin, and Bitcoin. I have written about it in my book, Cryptocurrencies Hack Your Way to a Better Life, which is also in Spanish and Slovak language, in addition to English. And there I explain what features are you losing if you are not buying Bitcoin in a peer-to-peer way. What often happens though is that when I tell this to people is they say, "Oh, but I don't know anyone." And my answer usually is, yes, you don't know anyone because you haven't looked for anyone. So if you want to do it, then it's quite easy. Just find a counterparty. So how do you do it? You can either go to a Bitcoin meetup near the place where you live. If you don't have a Bitcoin meetup where you live, just organize one and invite. Bitcoin meetup is enough if it's 2 friends and it can grow. I have written a blog about how you can create a peer-to-peer trading group. I will post a link to this blog as well, so you can find it. But recently, there has been a very important development, which is the Vexl app. And this app allows you to find the counterparty using your already existing social network connections. So it's different to sites like Local Bitcoins and Local Monero and all these other websites, or maybe even Hodl Hodl. And the difference is that Vexl is not yet another counterparty which you have to use to either do the escrow or to facilitate the trade. Vexl doesn't facilitate any trades. It's basically a Tinder for Bitcoiners. So what it does is you say you want to buy Bitcoin and shows you people who are selling it. And these people are either people who you directly know, and the way it determines if you know the person is if you have each other in the contact list of your phone. So that's how many other apps discover the social graph. Another option is you don't know anyone who uses this app, but you have a mutual acquaintance with someone else who uses the app. So you can actually verify reputation of this person. So that's the point, is you don't buy from strangers from the internet. You can filter by location and you can choose to reveal your identity. You don't have to reveal your identity, but if you want to verify that someone is legit and it's not a scammer or a violent person who would rob you, then you can verify the reputation of this person. And you should, I think, verify the reputation of this person. Who this person is, and maybe see if they don't work for any shady institution being whatever, mafia, government, police, criminal organization, all these shady institutions are very dangerous. So let's see how to do it. Vexl is available for both Android and iOS. Currently, the current version is installed using test flight on iOS. On Android, you can install from the Play Store, but depending on when you watch this video, maybe it works on iOS directly from the App Store again. So let's see what is happening. So first, I will show it on iOS. First, you need to install test flight. When you do that, you open test flight. Test flight is Apple's way for distributing applications that are in beta testing. So you go back to the web page and you accept invitation to install Vexl 2.0 in this case. So don't look in the App Store, or you can look in the App Store, but if it's not there, don't despair, because this is how you can actually install it. So you go through the basic setup wizard, you need to agree to the terms of use, and it tells you that your identity is anonymized. You can write your name or how your friends call you, and that is important, because if some third party is verifying your reputation, they should know who you are. But you choose to reveal this information. You don't have to. So you should type your phone number. It verifies the phone number, and this is important because of the verification and reputation system is based on phone numbers. Vexl doesn't have unencrypted phone numbers access. So you select, I select all contacts. That's the easiest. It hashes the contacts and sends it to the server. By the way, the server is also open source. So you can verify what it does with the numbers and how does encryption work. So because we have not seen any offers, we can create a new offer for buying Bitcoin in euros. I type the amount I want to buy between 100 and 200 euros worth of Bitcoin. You can choose premium or discount. Location in person, I will choose a small Slovak city, which doesn't have any offers probably, so this will be the first one. I recommend cash and in person, choosing Lightning and on-chain. You can write a description, so it's in a small city, so I write it in Slovak, so this means I'm buying Bitcoin in Revúca, and I want it the way Satoshi wanted it, peer-to-peer for cash. So then I can choose if I want to make this offer available only to my direct contacts, or if I want second degree. You see, first degree is more than 100 people reach, and second degree is more than 1,400. So normally second degree is a better way, but I chose first degree so I don't spam too many people with my offer for the video. So now it's encrypted to the keys of all the people that I have in contact list. By the way, when you install the app, it takes a while until people re-encrypt offers to your key. So you will not see them right away. You need to wait a few hours actually. But this one will be seen by all your contacts right away. So here's a contact that sees it. It's another phone. I see the offer. I see I have 142 common friends. So I can say, yes, I want to sell your Bitcoin, and we can meet whatever by the pub. So you type, this is just chat, you type whatever you want. Now the buyer has a new request, and we can see what the request is about, which is basically the chat message. It also shows the common friends, which I censored here, and I click accept, and now it's just a chat. Oh, sure, 9 p.m. And now the other person received the message. Sure, let's meet. And this is how you negotiate where are you meeting, and how will you look like, and anything else needed for the trade, what kind of coins it is, or are you going to use Lightning Network, which I highly recommend because there's no history and you don't have to wait for confirmations. So, okay, I will have a black hoodie and sunglasses, and I will have whatever purple hair. So you agree. You can also, by clicking to the closed eye, you can choose to reveal your identity. The trade goes through even if you don't, but if I click on it, I can say, oh, I want to ask the other person to reveal our identities. So I send it to the other one, and now I can tap on the other account and choose to reveal the identity, which will show both the name that I chose, but also the phone number, so I can look it up in the contacts if I want. But if not, I will probably be able to recognize the person by the name that they chose. So now that that they met and traded completely outside of the Vexl app, I can just delete the offer because it's no longer valid because I have solved my problem. So this is how Vexl looks. So to conclude, it's a social discovery app for people who want to buy or sell Bitcoin. It's not a trading platform. You cannot actually complete the trade in the app. I highly recommend to only trade with people you know or with people who you verify identity with. And I highly recommend you use Lightning Network and cash. So no bank transfers and everything else, because it comes with so many problems that people usually don't think about, that I don't think it's worth it. And while we have anonymous cash and anonymous peer-to-peer electronic money, which is Bitcoin, then we should make use of it. You can also trade other things for Bitcoin. Someone was even selling a horse using this app. So feel free to have fun. And if you are interested more in applying Bitcoin to your day-to-day life with some Bitcoin strategies, and not for trading, but for living your life and enhancing your life, I highly recommend my latest book, which is called Cryptocurrencies: Hack Your Way to a Better Life, where I also write about the importance of peer-to-peer, KYC-free Bitcoin, so Bitcoin as it was intended. And I also write about peer-to-peer trading groups. So highly recommend check out the book, and thank you for watching this video.